There is nothing wrong with hopping into an online game without your mic on, listening to music, and just chilling out. Just because you're gaming with other people doesn't mean you have to be social.
Hey man, are you kidding? Wow.
And that's kind of the cool thing about gaming, isn't it? You don't have to do anything. But I do have to say, it's kind of sad that there seems to be this radio silence in a lot of big AAA shooters. Now, I'm sure this is less so on PC because most people that PC game, I'm not just generalizing here, seems like most people that play on PC also invest in a good gaming headset or microphone, whereas a lot of console gamers don't play at desks with headsets, they play in living rooms with speakers, and they just listen to music, chill out, and they don't think too much about it. And I've said this in the past, I'm saying it now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Don't hate on casual gamers. If everyone was a hyper-competitive gamer, there'd be no point in being a hyper-competitive gamer. Going between casual and competitive, the lollygagging and tryharding is what makes my gaming experience fun because I'm in the mood for one or the other at any given time. But when we're talking about microphones, we're talking about radio silence in online games. It takes away something that is really important to an online gaming setting though, and that is the human aspect. The human aspect of online gaming is very, very dangerous. What I mean by that is you could have a really good, fun, interesting game that is ruined by its player base. That's the human aspect of online games. You can blame the developers for having broken, easy-to-cheese things in the game, but really it comes down to the fact that a lot of people play games to irritate other people when it comes to the online setting. They will use whatever is the most overpowered, cheesiest, and the most frustrating. And when we're talking about game chat, you have people that will go into game chat strictly to be a dick. Whether they're acting like your drill sergeant, they're blaring music, they're yelling over the top of everyone, they're being absolutely obnoxious, or other negative thing, this can negatively impact the experience of the game. When you're thinking, hey boom, just mute them. But herein lies the problem. More and more games have less and less people talking and chatting in the game chat. Take Call of Duty and Battlefield and Titanfall on console for instance, and I never hear anybody on the mics when I go online and play. And when I'm in parties, I don't see other people's mics lighting up. And when I do hear somebody in game chat, it's usually somebody just clearing their throat and sniffling, not responding. And there's this new thing that I've noticed a lot where they'll be in game chat, you can hear them, but they have you turned all the way down. So you can hear them, but they clearly can't hear you. Now, just as much as the human aspect of gaming can ruin the game, and it's not even really the game's fault, it's just, oh, people abusing things in the game and being assholes in the game. An example of that is trapping somebody in a corner in Call of Duty, or team killing. You can't necessarily just blame the developers for it, although they could do things to fix it. It comes down to players will find some way to fuck with you. But the other side of the human aspect in gaming is what makes some games so much more enjoyable. I went on my Xbox from hearing maybe 12 people in game chat over the last couple of months that actually had anything to say, to talking to upwards of 40 plus people in a weekend on Rainbow Six Siege. Also in milsim games like Squad and Rising Storm and Red Orchestra, there is so many people in mics. There's joking around, there's working together, there's just nice conversations going on. It's not always perfect, but man do I crave it when I play the other games. I never hear anybody in game chat in Battlefield. Never. Nobody does it. It's really frustrating because you join a squad and you find out the people in your squad aren't in an Xbox party together and no one's in game chat. Now I think some games like Battlefield have so much automated team play that you don't really need to have team chat. Like you don't really need that level of teamwork. You don't really need to do callouts because if you can see the enemy, you can spot them and everyone will see them. You don't need to worry about bringing, ammo to people like you do in Squad, and getting supplies from home base. No, you just toss a box down, everybody sees where the box is, and they walk towards it. You have a little command wheel that says, I need medic, I need ammo, whatever. You rub the defibrillators together and zap somebody back up, you syringe somebody, you toss them ammo, you spot people. There really isn't a need for a lot of human coordination when it's so automated. And then you go over to Titanfall, and I don't hear anybody in game chat in Titanfall, and if I do, it's either just a horrible Connect mic, or someone's just clearing their throat constantly and isn't responding. There's like no sense of community there, getting to know your fellow player and working together. There's nothing like it. And Call of Duty is a game I wish had mics all the time. I wish everybody had to be in game chat, because Call of Duty has the death mic, where you kill somebody and you get to hear their response over game chat. So you kill someone and then you hear their mic for a bit and you can hear them say, oh, what the fuck, oh, what the shit. And I think that's kind of cool. I think it's cool because I miss trash talking people in Call of Duty. I miss people yelling at each other, and maybe it's there and I don't notice it, but out of every 10 games, I maybe see one where like 2 people are lighting up the mics, and sometimes it's just 2 guys that have no interest in talking to you. And one of the things that definitely draws me to milsims right now, Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm guessing it draws people to games like Counter-Strike and PUBG and stuff, is working together on mics and talking to people in the game and joking around and having fun and trash talking. I think that's cool.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect teamwork, guys.
One of the things I love about Squad is that your commander is an actual person that has to relay information to his squad. Now this is a double-sided coin. One side of the coin is really cool. It's like, wow, that's such a cool thing. It's not automated. It's not just objective markers. No, like you have an actual person telling you what to do. You don't just get to spot people. You actually have to say on the compass where the enemies are at. You work together and you create a sense of community. Now, if new players can play without getting yelled at, girl gamers can play without being harassed, and people can make mistakes without being, voted to kick or, getting trash talked to all hell, that would be ideal. Because the other side of that coin is people make mistakes. People give you bad information, they give you bad callouts, they treat you poorly, and that sucks. But the human aspect for most AAA shooters right now is missing. It's not there. People don't want to work together. They don't want to get to know each other. They just want to troll. They want to blare music through their mic. They just want to fucking complain at everybody. And I've done my fair share of that, believe it or not. But maybe it's because I'm getting older and I don't just want to play a game. I really want it to become an interesting part of my life. Something that drags me to it when I'm not at it. When I'm not playing the game, I'm thinking about the game. There's something about the game that's beyond the game that makes me enjoy the game. You know what I mean? And that human aspect is what I would consider above and beyond the game, because the game doesn't create the player base, okay? The game does not create personalities. All of those things are separate from the game itself, but they do nothing but add to it. Whether it adds positively or negatively, that is up to the people you're playing with and yourself. But I miss the human aspect of gaming. I miss making friends in online game chat. I miss having laughs. I miss trash talking. So don't be a cock on the mic. Please respect whammon, respect noobs, be kind, be funny, make things lighthearted and interesting. Because to me right now in my current headspace, a lot of my games that I play feel kind of dead without game chat. When you just know no one's gonna be in game chat, you just listen to music or you just sit and play in silence if your friends aren't online. And I feel like that kind of sucks. I don't know, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you run into a ton of people in game chat in all these games and I'm just unlucky? Do you hate game chat and you hate talking to strangers? Are you one of those people that goes into a game and mutes everybody? Please let me know, I would love to hear about it. I'm personally craving more human interaction in my gaming, and social gaming is something that I think is really interesting. I don't know, it's more fun to me to meet new people and talk to new people about new things. I think that's cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.